Hey friends, this feels a little bit random. We came down for a bushwalk to a little pond on our property. You can see it behind us. And then got inspired. We haven't checked in with you for forever, it feels like. But in case you thought we'd literally fallen off the face of the earth, living down under, we regret to inform you we're still around,
No
still,
such
still,
luck.
still going strong. Just been kind of busy.
Yeah, happy 1st of August. We're entering wattle season, which is just the most beautiful time of year. It means 4 more weeks of winter, and then we're on to spring. But you need to say why we've been busy because.
Well, so my mom, as some of you know, turned 80 this last June. And as a birthday present to herself, she organized a bunch of us at the Danthonia community to do some community theater. And
Hmm.
her favorite play of all time is Our Town by Thornton Wilder. You can read a lovely interview she did with Norann on Norann substack that she participates in with a bunch of other sisters from the community.
We'll put the show
Yeah,
notes down in the.
Mom gave a
Yeah.
beautiful description of why she loves the play so much and what it
Hmm.
means to her. At any rate, for the last, what's it been, a couple months, I guess late
Yes, it's
June, we,
June. Yep.
we started work on this thing. And it's been epic. It's been a ton
Mm,
of
yeah.
work. Yours truly is playing the stage manager for those of you who know the play. It's an awful lot of work, I think, for anybody to memorize all those lines. And when you've got a brain that's pushing 50, doubly challenging.
You're doing really well, though. You really
Yeah,
are.
so we are in our final week of rehearsals. Next week is show week. We're doing performances and inviting friends from our locality to come in and join us on Friday and Saturday next week. If you happen to be in the Inverell area, please feel free to come on over. There's no RSVP required. It's a
Hmm.
free event. We're just having a lot of fun with it. And, you know, as important as the joy that we're having doing the theater is the message of this play that's really timeless. It's set in the early part of the last
Hmm.
century in a little fictional town in New Hampshire. And what Wilder does, at least what he does to me, is he sneaks up on you,
Yeah.
sets the stage. You're in this little rural village meeting these simple folk whose life is full of basic pleasures, the coming up of the sun and the seasons and the birds
Hmm.
and so
Hmm.
forth. But then he kind of walks us right into his trap, which is to talk about the essence of life and the things that are essential.
And that there's something deep down and eternal in every
Something
human
way
being.
down deep in every
Yeah.
human being that's eternal. You got it. Yep. And that's what we'll be exploring. So that's what we're up to. Maybe we'll share some photos from that. Maybe we might even share a clip or two once the
Yeah, we
play's
need to
done and
we need to
dusted.
sit down and have a conversation
And
when
how
we're
and
done.
how are you surviving the whole
Well,
thing?
I am hopeless with drama. I enjoy watching it. I do not. The whole process of drama just mystifies and terrifies me. So I'm bartending and making snacks.
Bartending.
Yes.
This is a community theater with a lot of children
Well, no,
involved.
honey, no. I mean, we're
Preparing snacks.
yeah.
Let's go with that.
But it's been a quite a family adventure because of course mom is directing and she's cast herself as Mrs Soames, and Chris is the stage manager, and we have compelled our almost 17-year-old son to appear briefly so that for one moment in time there's 3 generations of McEnany Voles on stage, so should be
I
great.
learned a bit of trivia too from my mom as we've been putting this together. In that I want to say her uncle or some
Yeah,
family
yeah.
member was involved with the theater at Princeton where the play was first trialed before it made its Broadway run
Hmm.
back in 1938.
There's a lot of deep connections.
Yeah, and mom herself saw it first as a child and was captivated by the message of the play and also just the actual dramatics of it, the way it's
Hmm.
performed with very little staging, very little props, a lot of pantomime. So it's been a dream of hers to do this for years. We're really happy to be part of realizing it. Hopefully, all the people who come will walk away with something to remember it by, and a few questions to ponder as we go forward into life. That's kind of what the whole point of it is.
Yeah. And speaking of pondering, we'd love to hear what you'd like us to discuss going into the remainder of this year. We should have a more, structured time once this play is over. That sounded really bad. Like, I'm looking forward to it, but when the play's over, we're hoping to get back onto a more regular videoing schedule. So let us know what we should be talking about and sharing, and let us know how you're going.
And in other news, our youngest is flying the coop in a couple weeks, heading over
Hmm.
to New York, where he'll be attending school at the Mount Academy. That's a high school academy run by our communities in New York. Beautiful school on the Hudson River where we
Mm-hmm.
have several hundred students from our communities, also kids from the locality who attend the school. He had an opportunity to spend a few months at the school when we were up taking leave of my dad back in 2020-21, and really enjoyed his time. So he's looking forward to being a senior year 12 student at the Mount Academy, and that kind of is going to leave us as empty nesters. So we'll see how that goes.
It's the next adventure.
Ma and Pa kettle.
Yeah. It's what we raise him to do, right?
Anyway, enough about us, but God bless each of you. We
Yes.
hope you're having a great week. We need to find our dog. He's somewhere in the reeds and weeds chasing the pond birds. Don't worry, he has no prayer of catching any of them. But you guys have a great rest of your day, and blessings on each one of you. Bye for now.
Talk soon.